All right, I'm not going to record enough of a workout tonight for me to do a voiceover, so I'm going to try to get this out of the way and then get into it. Anyways, my day started this morning at 5:30. Typical for me. I'm usually up anywhere between 5 and 6. I walked into the bathroom and turned the light on, and it looked like somebody had given me 2 black eyes. The circles under my eyes were so dark, it looked like I had black eyes. Now I want to get into my sleep schedule in just a minute. They went away after like 30 minutes, but I woke up and I was like, golly, brother, that's rough. But then, I went through my work day, and I'll get into that in a minute as well. But as far as my day, my time, that did not start till after 8 o'clock tonight. I got off work, had to go get gas because my truck was on E. Then I had to stop at Walmart, pick up some lunch meat for next week. And then I came home, I had to work on our fireplace fan motor. The switch went out in that. So I tinkered around with the switch, got it working again, put the fan back in the wall. And then Dad had told me to do something with the spark plug in his truck. I thought he told me to take it out, so I went out there and took the spark plug out, came back inside, and I cleaned out the fireplace. And then he told me he actually wanted me to put it in and tighten it up. So I had to go back outside, put the spark plug back in, and then came back inside and got a fire ready to be started. Put the paper in there and got all the kindling and everything in there. And then had to go run back into town and go grocery shopping with my mom. Then come back home and get a fire started, get all the groceries inside. And as soon as that was done, I changed into some running clothes and broke out into a mile run. Started that at like 8:15 or something. It is 8:42 now. The mile was a very easy mile. I kind of wanted to go 2 or 3 miles tonight, but given how tired I am and just like time circumstances, a mile was the most convenient. I did throw in 3 or 4 strides in that. A lot of runners consider strides to be different things if you look them up. I was taught that a stride is, you're jogging at an easy pace, and then in the matter of 5 to 10 seconds, you work up to like a near max speed. For me, it's just like I'm gonna run as fast as I can while running effortless. It's hard to put into words, but if you're a runner, you know what I'm talking about. Still staying tall, just trying to stay light on my feet and run very smooth. I reached the max threshold of that and stay there for 2 or 3 seconds and then slowly work back down to an easy jog. And so I did that 3 or 4 times through that mile. Sleep schedule. I have a 3.5-year-old sister, and it doesn't matter if I try to go to bed at 9 and parents try to put her to bed later at 10:30 and she's not ready for bed, it's gonna wake me up. My sister can throw one heck of a fit and there's no sleeping through it. Sometimes getting her into bed is a 5-minute ordeal or an hour and a half. And if it happens to be an hour and a half, then I'm kind of frustrated, and that's gonna cause me to not sleep that well and take me even longer to go to sleep. And I mentioned the fireplaces. We burn firewood to keep the house warm. So you have to wake up through the night and put wood in those. I usually get up once per night to load the fire up. And then, I don't have a door in my bedroom either. So if Mom is going up and down the hallway to put clothes up in her room and stuff, the hallway light is on and it shines directly into my eyes. I'm still living at home with my 2 parents and 2 other siblings. So there can be a lot of commotion, when everybody starts coming home and whatnot. Just because I want to go to bed at 9 o'clock doesn't mean everybody else should have to. A lot of times they won't go to bed till 11 or 11:30, and that means that's usually going to keep me up until then. what else was I going to get into? Oh yeah, work today. This affects my sleep as well. We are rewiring a very, very old building in the downtown area of where I live. Old brick building. The whole place is sort of being remodeled. Some of the bricks on this place are so old that you can just stick your finger into and scoop out. I mean, they're just like powder. I was up in the attic of that place today. I don't know if you can tell. Hands were black when I got off work today. Face is all dirty, and breathing in that amount of dust all day long, it makes me congested, and then I don't sleep very well because I'm congested. And I happen to snore because I have to breathe through my mouth. And then I wake up with a sore throat, and it's just a headache. And no, I'm not wearing a mask all day at work. I'd still be struggling to breathe with that thing on. So, I was in a dirty attic for most of the day, breathing in just old dust. And then even down in the living area or whatever, there's a whole bunch of sawdust. I mean, it's a job site. What do you expect? So like I said, I'm very dirty, hands are dirty, I'm congested now. I've just been eating cough drops like candy. But yeah, that affects the sleep, and then you throw in a screaming little child in with that too, and you don't always get into bed when you want to, and you don't get the sleep that you want to. Some days are just going to be long. So I'm going to get into a 10 by 10 with 135, or no, a 10 by 10 with the bar, and then do a few reps with 135. I'm glad today is a designated rest day. Because I'm tired, man. I still got to go inside and take a shower too. Oh boy. But tomorrow's Friday. That's good. Tomorrow we're going to hit a hard session if I can. The run felt good. The right adductor is, I can feel it firing on the first few steps of the run, but it seemed to loosen up. So I'm going to get into it, try to get some active recovery in, and then hopefully get a decent night's sleep tonight. All right then, I guess that's all I have for you guys. Appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.